saying hello to you, Grace. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me.
It's true, isn't it? But
Yeah.
well, this is different.
Yeah. Welcome back to Life Begins podcast.
Yeah. Look at us all fancy with video and visual and distance stuff.
Yeah. It's all a bit scary for me because Grace has been trying to get me onto visual for a little while, and I'm sort of the more reluctant party. But I've washed my hair and here I am.
It looks like, I mean, I haven't really pushed you that hard because it's like, yeah, it's a great idea, but then I don't know how. And it's funny how circumstances can make you learn how quite quickly.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's nice to be talking to you like this, Shell. It just shows that anything is possible.
I know.
Yeah. Actually, I feel like you should explain again to anyone that's new to the podcast or maybe didn't realise this, that Shell and I don't live in the same city, all right? So I'm Bram, Shelley's London, and that's why we only release the podcast twice a month, because we work full time. Well, we did.
Yes.
And we don't live in the same city, so it's quite a logistical barrier, which I feel like we've hopped over quite nicely actually. But yeah, I think we've been okay. So this is our first remotely doing a podcast together.
Yeah.
So,
exciting.
So that's it.
Yeah, and also it's a little anniversary of ours as well.
Yeah, not
mine and Grace. Yeah.
We're just friends. Yeah, no, it's true. It's like well, it's the 6th today. It's the 6th of April today.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I just had a little look through because I've been getting Facebook reminders, but our series 1 trailer was released a year ago. Not quite today. I think it was a year ago, 2 years ago, and episode 1 was the 10th of April. So we're coming up to our first year anniversary.
Yeah, exciting.
Congratulations, Shell.
Yeah, congratulations, Grace, and thank you to everyone who's been with us. Through that journey so far. Yeah.
So there's a cheers of my summer fruit squash.
A cup of tea.
So thanks for all the guests that have been on as well, that have made it. We'll probably be doing a few more guestless episodes actually at the moment, given these COVID-19 streets. So yeah, but thanks for everyone that has been on and participated. And actually, I should just say now, we just released a fortnight ago Lana episode. So Life Begins When You're Permanently Excluded from School, and I've done no promo for that whatsoever on social media. So here it is, and I will do it. So apologies to Lana and Sheila, but do listen to that episode because it's a great interview as well. And yeah, I will do more. But we had a lot to adjust to.
Yes.
And we're not alone, so I'm sure you understand.
Yeah. So it's all I don't know, it's just getting used to the new situation and sort of finding new routines and sort of just perhaps a little bit of a roller coaster of emotions, so yeah, I didn't realise I was so dependent on the sunshine as well.
But your way.
Yeah. So no, it's just falling into a new routine and everything. But I've got a question for you, Grace. Because there's a couple of times I thought, I should just check in with a couple of friends, sort of thinking, are they all right? Are they sort of staying connected and everything? And for the most part, they obviously are, because they're like, I can't fit you in till Wednesday. I've got pub quiz Tuesday. I've got telephone call Monday and everything. Right. And I was wondering, how has your social life changed, and how full is your virtual life?
It's actually pretty full. I'm quite surprised because it's funny. Just going back a little bit, because you talked about the roller coaster of emotions. Girl, that's real. We're going into week 3 now, aren't we? And is it okay? Permission to give a bit of context to that? Is that all right?
Yeah. Depends what you're going to say.
Yeah, Shell. No, don't.
What are you going to ask me?
Nothing to do with you. Sorry. No, because I think when the just before lockdown happened, and I was working, and work was stressful. Not even stressful, stressful. I was like, duh. So that was to actually have lockdown, and this is not me being disrespectful, because I know it's really serious situation that we're in, a pandemic, and I'm not taking that lightly. This is like really, but I was like, oh, thank God I don't have to go in. And that is, again, not being disrespectful, because I know that lots of people are struggling with work and don't know what work looks like and the future, and I take that very seriously. I'm not making light of it. But so on that level, I was like, I can stop. I can stop. And I was really glad, and I was super productive. Like, just I had lists in every room, all the things that you kind of want to do, like that you never have time to do because you work full time, and you're, maintaining a social life, and you're trying, being creative, you're creating podcasts with somebody who lives in a different city. What I mean? So it was just a bit, oh, this is great. And the sun was out, which was nice. So I just had all the windows and doors open in the house and doing lots of things. And that was good. And then about 3 or 4 days after that very high start, it's just like, this is horrible. And I feel very sad. And it took me a while to identify that it was sad, like how I was feeling. It's like, oh, see ya. Sorry. I saw a ghost on the recording. So that was a lot to adjust to, and it made me, I think, stopping as well. It's funny, it was when we were talking in I think Blessed's episode. Sorry, I'm going on, Shell. Sorry, I don't need to do that. Sorry.
Minutes.
No, but like when we were talking about that, about getting off the hamster wheel, and then it gives you a chance to think, and it gives you a chance to feel, and I think it made me think and feel about a lot of things, and they're not all bad things, because like 2019 was a great year, much better than the dumpster fire 2020. But because it was so fast, I didn't get to reflect on much stuff, but then it made me reflect on maybe some things that I hadn't given myself time to think about, and like look at my life and have an existential crisis. Just be like, oh, so it's I've leveled out. That's the good news. But it was rough for a few days, and I just had to like retire to my bed with Watsits, and that was quite good. I did change the bed in. It's a bit crummy. But yeah, and it's good again, but pacing myself. So yeah, as for the virtual life, the friends have been brilliant, and the family. I tried to set my mum up on the internet, which failed, but we have been talking a lot. So yeah, it has been full. Yeah. How about you? So that was a very long answer.
No, that's great. And I think this is a good chance to give a little shout out to your local yoga teacher as well, because you started that as a new thing just before this all sort of kicked off, didn't you?
Yeah, because it's a local studio called Studio Yoga Born in Birmingham, and I needed to do it because of my creaky body. I thought I need to try to change something, and I was stressed, so I thought that'll help to do something like yoga and stuff like that. And then I did one live class, and it was brilliant. And then the second one I didn't go to because it was the week before the shutdown. So it was just when you're starting to get a little bit paro, like
on search for pasta. Pasta and loo roll.
That's a different thing. But yeah, I just thought actually it's probably not the best place to be in, like with 10 people, quite close vicinity, stretching and possibly sweating. So I thought so I didn't go. But then I thought, oh, that's a shame, I've just started it, and it's a shame for them because they're a great Studio Yoga Born in Birmingham, by the way. And then I thought it's a new company, it's a new business, and that's a rubbish thing. But they did it virtually via Zoom, just how we're talking now, and it worked out really well. It was quite nice, actually. I won't say it was better, because obviously being in the studio is really nice, but like I still was able to be corrected and stuff. Like, so it's funny, I was acting like it was a YouTube video, do you know what I mean? And then, so it quite surprised me when the tutor's like, so Grace, if you could just move your right foot forward. Oh, you can see me too.
In your home.
Yeah, it was a bit like, oh my gosh, the telly's talking to me. So so that was good. So that's a brilliant virtual thing. I mean,
and I was speaking to Sally, actually, who, if you heard episode 9, series 1, I think, and it's thrown up some new opportunities for her as well, because she literally had to cancel all her Pilates and swimming classes, and she hasn't quite worked out the swimming yet.
Right, yeah.
But she has done some virtual sort of mat work classes, and it could just be a new opportunity once this is all over anyway, that some people actually do just want to have a session before home and before work, haven't got time to travel and stuff like that. So hopefully there'll be some good things come out of this as well, and new opportunities and things.
Definitely.
But I did a virtual laughter yoga class, which is great. And I
need to know how that works, by the way, but carry on.
It's just like a Zoom meeting, and people just laugh at each other.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not the virtual bit that I didn't get, it was the laughter bit.
So people just start laughing, and it becomes contagious, and people start laughing at other people laughing, and it makes more people laugh, and it makes you laugh harder, sort of thing. So Does
everyone participate in that, or is there someone who's just like, I can imagine I'd be the one that's like, what is happening?
And I think I'm probably the one that's probably like trying to laugh a bit more, like sort of thing. But but then it's sort of like, I think then somebody's laugh will just make you laugh, and then you're really laughing, and so it's really cool. But I haven't done very many virtual pubs, because I've been lucky enough to be working full time remotely, so I haven't had an abundance of extra time. I've tried 2 virtual pubs now, and the first one was trying it out just with one friend before we did the whole group, and for some reason there was a bit of a time delay, so we sort of felt like foreign correspondents.
Like Eurovision.
It was really sort of like, I was thinking, she's not getting my jokes today, but it was just like about a few seconds later she'd be like, sort of thing. And then by the end we thought, it was like, that's quite tiring now, so let's go back to the studio, but then the next time we tried it, it did work better actually, and it was it was really nice having like 6 of us in our little virtual pub, and so that was fun.
So did someone create the virtual pub, or is it like something that's been done outside?
It's basically just like a meeting really, and you bring your own drinks.
Well, we've done that then actually. We've had our virtual pub quiz, me and family. We tend to every Tuesday, well not every Tuesday because we're usually knackered, but we've been consistent now. But Tuesday night pub quiz, take it in turns to be quiz master, and that's been nice. We've read I've never used Zoom so much.
And there's so much on at the moment, because I'm usually I do usually go to the theatre quite a lot and go to comedies and things. I'm on lots of mailing lists, and I'm probably not making the most of all these people sending out free invites to watch theatre shows, comedies and things like that. And I will sort of sit down and do some of these, but I think also if you're in a financial position to, it's great to sort of even make a donation, I think, if even if it is free, because I'm hoping these things will still be like open when we get to go to them in real life again. That's on the to-do list, but again, I just can't see myself getting bored. I just have so much.
You've got a chance. I've got to say this actually. I said this to a friend the other day. It's like following Instagram, I had to check out of social media for a good couple of days, and it was just because I was genuinely getting overwhelmed by how much stuff was happening. Everyone was doing an Instagram live, and like great artists, people you want to see. And it's like, do you know what? In the real world, I wouldn't go to 6 gigs in one night. I can't consume all this. Can we pace ourselves, please? We're going to be here for a while. Why don't all these celebrities just do a rota? It's like, listen, I'll do Monday. How about, all right, Beyonce, you do, like she's done one, but like you do Tuesday. Okay, Jamie, can you do Thursday? Cool. Can we just spread it out? Because it was a bit, do you know what? Let me just do. Brilliant. But then it's just this burst. I thought that week, I thought, gosh, by week 3 of lockdown, there'll be nothing to do because everyone's knackered.
Yeah.
It's like, pace and, collaboration. Let's work together. So
Yeah,
I think
totally.
there's 2 weeks to come back on. Yeah. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's good. And like you said, I think that contributing is super important, because I don't want anyone to go under, especially smaller companies and businesses.
Yeah.
If you can, because I know some people that's a problem. Do you know what I mean? If you're not
Absolutely
working on less, but if you're in a position to, then I'm quite mindful to that, to just contribute and stuff.
Yeah. And I think at this point I'm going to make a little bit of an embarrassing confession, and feel free to make one yourself if you've got one. But
I'm all right.
But yes, the other day I had an appointment with a broadband engineer, and so I washed my hair and put my eyebrows on specially for the occasion.
That's a proper thing. You were entertaining, Shell. What are you talking about? That's not embarrassing.
And the thing is, it was like, there was like nothing sexual about it. Like, I didn't sort of think, oh, it might be a good looking engineer. It just felt like a special event.
It was.
It was, and it would have been if they turned up, but they didn't.
Oh, you got stood up.
I did get stood up.
You got ghosted.
I did, and it almost felt a bit like wartime. Like there was rations, and like, so I felt like I used a good pair of stockings. And
with the seams like at the back.
Yeah.
But still,
it felt nice to feel special for a day, Grace, because I washed my hair, put my eyebrows on, and I actually put some jeans on instead of my tracksuit bottoms,
Well, I said to someone today, my jeans are judging me. What I've learned through this lockdown so far is that I have insufficient loungewear. I do not have much at all. Like, and I'm thinking, it's not like I'm dressed up proper 24/7, but I have one pair of tracksuit bottoms which will probably just disintegrate by the end. I have washed, and I've got one pair of leggings. I've got two pairs, but one pair is actually too small. How can you have leggings that are too small? So they almost feel like compression stockings. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I can't wear those with this quarantine diet I've got going on, so I can't do that. And jeans, they're getting a bit so I'm stuck. So
you just have to look glamorous 24/7 then.
This is it, actually. Just dress up. But you have to put my eyebrows on for today.
Well, I tell you what, you're one bit more special than my broadband engineer, because I actually even found some eyeliner.
Thanks, Shell. You mean a lot to me too. But yeah, got my quarantine hair. Mini twisted my hair actually, because it takes a lot of time, and I haven't had that time. But I thought, what good anywhere? Can't say that. Spent pretty much weekend mini twisting my hair, and I don't have to worry about it too much. So yeah, quarantine life,
Yeah. So, but I must say, I am showering every day, so don't get worried about me. It's like it's part of my, sort of routine and kind of, normality.
Yeah. I'm trying to think I don't think I've got an embarrassing well, it probably is, but I'm over it now, because my house has got no snacks left, and this is positive. This is really good to not have anything left, and I'm going to try and keep it that way, because I'm scared of going to the supermarket, which is something I never thought I'd say. It's like, I'm not going until I absolutely have to, and it's like, that's it, this is my no snack life. But I have eaten all the snacks, because every time I went to the supermarket before lockdown, and then just when it just started, and there was no rice and no pasta, which is what I was going for. I've got toilet roll, praise God, but then there'd be none, and it's like, and I just ended up buying crisps. And crisps wasn't even my jam before all this happened. But then I discovered giant Wotsits, the flaming hot giant
Wotsits.
They're fantastic. Well, actually, I've overdosed on them now, so I could give it a blight, but I have consumed far too many giant Wotsits, hence the close jeans and stuff. But it's like, well, there's no rice and pasta, so what am I supposed to do? I would have had complex carbs, but I can't. So I've got to have simple ones. But
Oh,
yeah, but out of snacks. And then I did actually want snacks the other day, like we're going for my walk, and then I passed two shops, but there were queues outside, and it's like that's not worth it for a Belgian bun. So I'm just gonna go home.
no.
But this could help me. This could actually help me. Just like having,
Positives,
yeah,
positives.
because I've got decent food in. I can make meals, like cooking. It's been I mean, I did cook
Yeah.
before, but like actually having proper cooked meals every day.
Oh, there we go. There we go. And I've actually not been eating chocolate because I've run out of my favourite one, and haven't been able to get it. So I thought nothing else will do. So it's been good for me.
That earth chocolate.
Yeah, 85%, nothing less. Yeah, the real deal.
It's all right. You just go get some soil from the garden, Joe. It'll be the same. Exactly the same flavours.
I might try that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, but this is the new way of life for now. So, yeah.
And I'm going to challenge. I'm going to challenge us, Grace.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think for the next week, I think that we should either kind of revisit an old hobby that we've left for a while, or try something new for a week and report back next time. And I'm going to start off with what I'm going to do for myself. Well, because I know you absolutely adore Joe Wicks.
I do.
And I'm the uninitiated. I think he's doing a fantastic job. I haven't done his exercise workouts.
And I loved him before he became PE teacher to the nation.
Yeah.
I love him a lot.
Yeah, you're a long time fan. Yeah.
Purely whole way. I don't fancy him. I love him. And I love Ramsey and Indy and Marley and his brother Nicky, and I love them as a package. I suppose more him, but I love them all. So yeah, so I carry on.
Yeah. So I was going to try and join the PE lesson today because I'm on holiday from work. And I thought that I might just naturally wake up about 8, but I kind of woke up at about 9:15. So I slept through the PE lesson. But I'm going to try out either his PE lesson or some workouts. So I'm going to be aching, I think, because I literally haven't done anything like that for don't even know how long. But yeah, so that's going to be my challenge to myself, to try something new and see how that goes.
Good. Right, okay. Well, that I've already done that because the first week of Joe Wicks's lessons, I was doing them. I was crippled. I was in agony because it's been so long. Because I used to do home workouts, and then when I got all stressed, I stopped, which is ironic because exercise helps with that. But it's like I can't be asked, basically.
Yeah.
I've got too many things to do. So that's been good, and he's got me into a good habit now, and it's quite useful for this quarantine life. Like, so 9 o'clock, I do a workout Monday to Friday, and it makes me feel like I've got a weekend. Because then when it comes to Saturday, I don't have to get up.
Yeah, it's nice to differentiate it. Yeah.
But I'm not doing Joe Wicks at the moment. So I start off doing that, and it's nothing to do with him, but obviously it's aimed at like primary school kids and their parents. I don't have any kids, and there's only so many.
I've got to start off with the kiddies one, I think.
Yeah. But you know, I was doing it anyway, and I quite enjoyed the Spider-Man lunges, I can't lie, and I also, you know, little kangaroo hops and stuff like that. And then he was setting homework, which obviously I didn't do, being a grown woman. But then when it was like, yeah, and like 8-year-old Amelia from Tunbridge Wells is going to do the workout today, it's like, this isn't for me. That's okay, and that's fine. It's like, this is not I'm not the demographic. So, but it's made me revisit doing other workouts because I got a lot on YouTube, and I've revisited all those DVDs. Half of them are Davina's in the backgrounds, but yeah, and that's been brilliant, and that's been a really positive thing, and I think it's helped me not just physically but mentally. So I'm going to continue that for the foreseeable, and it's been a good new routine thing. But as for something new,
yeah, something new. See, you're out-hand at that. I want something new.
all right. I don't know. I was going to say gardening, but I hate it. I'm not doing it. I don't care.
Oh, there we go.
No, that's not it.
Yes.
That's not it. Because I hate it. I hate it. I know lots of people get joy out of it. I love having a garden. I'm fortunate I've got a garden. It's actually quite a nice garden. I get zero joy from that. So I think, the world's sad enough. I don't need to do that. So I'm not doing it. What else could I do? Do you know, actually, I do know. It's going to be one of my nephew's 18th birthday soon, which is not the best time. So bless him, like his whole finishing education formally is all scuppered because of this. So they're having to become a man, like in these times. And so I want to make him a video, and I'm not good at video editing. This is new. So I've got so much footage of him and stuff. So I've got a few weeks. So actually, that's my thing. Actually,
do that. Yeah.
A video for him, and then it's a kind of a nice skill to learn video editing. And I can't say I haven't got the time or opportunity. And there's so many like tutorials and things online and stuff. So yeah, that's my thing. And I'm glad I said it out loud, because I thought about it and I thought, that's quite. Don't want to bite off more than I can chew, but no, that's a good thing.
Lovely. Yeah, so you can report back next time.
I will. Yeah, I won't show you the video because then he'd kill me. So, but yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, so you're going to be doing some Wixie.
Yeah.
Right, get an exercise in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll do some video editing. Some practice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
New stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know, because we're on Zoom. I have no idea how long we've been.
No, I thought I set a time thing.
Sorry.
Oh, actually, just coming up to half an hour, I think.
Oh wow, there we go with it. Yeah. So I can start the video editing with this. I mean, it's not going to be that edited. I'm just going to chop off the rubbish at the beginning and the end. It's a start.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
That's good. But yeah. Got anything else to say, Shell?
No, I'm just going to say to everyone, keep your pecker up.
Absolutely.
And actually, as you had to remind me earlier this week, like it's okay to feel sad sometimes. Like because I'm generally, I think I'm generally quite. I am generally quite an optimistic and positive person, and on a sort of general basis, I kind of. I do sort of gratitudes and think about, sort of what I'm grateful for. And I do have a lot to be grateful for at the moment. And I think at times where I felt a little bit deflated on a few days, especially when there wasn't much sunshine, and frustrations with broadband and things like that, I kind of felt a little bit deflated, and I sort of felt a bit guilty, because I just thought, actually, I'm in a good position. I'm healthy. I've got full-time work, I'm getting paid, and I sort of felt guilty about sort of not feeling tip-top. And then, a couple of days later, sunshine came out, broadband was behaving itself a bit more, and I felt a lot better. And so I think it's like, just a reminder to give yourself permission to feel a little bit not tip-top sometimes, and then sort of just make sure you bring yourself back.
Absolutely. Permission to be sad, to feel your feelings, and it's okay to feel your feelings. Like, don't stay there. You don't have to stay there. But if you've got 2 or 3 days where you're just, actually, I'm not feeling it, and I was very, very honest with God. I'm not feeling it. Like, I just. But then it's good, and I feel I came back stronger. I think if I tried to force myself through that, everything's fine. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have been good, and and there's a lot of positive. There's so many positive things on social media, and that's great. I'm not dissing that, but then if you start feeling assaulted by that, as you could feel almost a bit assaulted by all these live concerts, which are fantastic things in themselves, but it's like it's too much. I think someone's used the phrase toxic positivity. Like, smile, just go on, it's great, count your blessings. It's like, do you know what, can I just feel my feelings, please, and I will get there. And you'll get there. So I think that's the encouragement. We'll all get there. So feel them, talk to friends. Thank you, Shell, being one of the good friends to talk to, and many others we need to name, and family. And I'm grateful to my church community, and that all these things are available, and it's fantastic. So yeah, reach out, get the support that you need if you're feeling it, and celebrate the good things when you're up to it and you can.
So yeah, hang on in there, and and join us next time.
Absolutely, challenge yourself, let us know. We're still available on our like contacts and stuff, so social media, Life Begins podcast, it's right there. Instagram and Facebook, and email us. You can email us on lifebeginspodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's it.
Rusty. But yeah, we haven't even taken a break actually, but still feel rusty.
I know, it feels like we've been away, but I think time's just kind of like stretched out a little bit.
Oh, but stay safe everyone, and big love to you.
Lots of love.
Till next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.